so emotional.
Yeah. No, you're human. Happy tears.
In just a few weeks being here.
Sorry.
It makes you teary. Why? Help us understand. Why is it so impactful to you?
I fall in love with this country, and this was so emotional. I even cried in the stadium. To be honest, I was a bit scared or had the fear to travel to the United States. News about shootings and criminals and that the country is not safe.
A lot of people think America is dangerous or cold. Even European fans expected the worst when they traveled there. But when they arrived, they got a massive culture shock. It wasn't about the sports. It was about the people. Total strangers treating them like family, buying them dinner, and showing pure love. Watch how this tourist reacted. It completely changed his mind.
Americans go out of their way to say hello and be kind and offer up suggestions.
The Mexicans don't care!
That still genuinely confuses me about America. It's not the food, it's not the size, it's not the trucks. It's the fact that strangers are so genuinely kind. Anywhere you walk, hello, how you doing, giving you a bit of advice about what trail to go down. Stay away from that moose, they're really aggressive. I didn't know that. I thought maybe I was just getting lucky in the other states that we went to, or I was just finding little pockets where Americans were friendly. But it's all over. Every single state I have been to, Americans go out of their way to say hello and be kind and offer up suggestions.
You won't believe how helpful Americans are to random people. This tourist says in the UK, if you say hello to a stranger, they just ignore you. But in the US, everyone wants to chat. Some locals even went out of their way to give him life-saving warnings about aggressive animals. Take a look.
Complete opposite of the UK. There are many occasions when I walk down the road in the UK and I say hello to someone and they completely ignore me. Makes me feel like a fool. It doesn't happen over here in America. Everybody's up for a chat. Everybody is really, really nice.
Next up, this British tourist learned that social rules in America are totally different. In Europe, people usually mind their own business, so when a random guy said bless you after a sneeze, and a lady walked up just to compliment her shirt, she got super confused. She thought they were talking to someone else. Her reaction is hilarious. Check this out.
I feel like the American confidence gets a lot of criticism, but it's something that I've really appreciated as a foreigner. We were literally just walking Venice Beach and Joe sneezes and some guy comes up and he's like, oh bless you. And then as we're walking along the beach, this lady comes up to me and she approaches me in such a familiar, friendly way that I genuinely thought she was talking to someone else. And she said oh my god, I love your shirt. And by the time she'd kind of walked off, I kind of realized, oh shit, she was talking to me. And I turned around and quickly said thank you. But it was just the way she approached me. It was so easy, and it was like she's talking to a friend of hers, which is why I was so confused.
Next, this British guy noticed a huge difference in how Americans treat success. He says in the UK, if you do well, people get jealous and look at you sideways. But in America, total strangers are ready to celebrate your wins and show you love on the street. Watch him explain why Americans are just happier.
American people are so much friendlier than Brits. I've noticed from the first day or so of being here. I don't know how or why, but just how they approach you, they're just so much more positive. And I feel like that also is how they look at wealth and success. We tend to frown upon it, and there's jealousy and it's condemned in a way in the UK. People don't really celebrate it as much, whereas here it's promoted and people genuinely want to see each other do well. But from all the interactions I've had, everybody just, even if it's people they don't know, just dap each other up and just show a lot more love rather than the Brits. We're a lot more to ourselves and a bit colder. This is also the same for any Americans I've met while traveling as well. So guys, if you're watching, I'm showing you some love here just like you've shown me. You're very positive and I don't know, you don't take life as seriously. You're just a lot more happy than the Brits. Don't get me wrong, we're not as obnoxious and we're not as irritating sometimes in public spaces. That is where the Americans take a point down, but in friendliness and showing love, especially to random people that you've just met, you're definitely one.
Next, this British girl was warned to stay far away from San Francisco, but she decided to risk it anyway in a massive 25-foot RV. Instead of the chaos she expected, she was stunned by how beautiful, clean, and elegant the city looked. Here is her honest first impression.
Honest first impressions of San Francisco as a British girl visiting for the first time. A lot of you did say to avoid it, and a lot of you said to go in, it's beautiful. So James and I decided to go in, and we went in with a 25-foot RV. We went quite early in the morning, so it wasn't that busy, but it seemed like it was fine to drive in. It was just very hilly, like it's like a typical city. It wasn't too bad. But let me tell you, San Francisco is so beautiful. From what we saw, where we were on California Street. It was beautiful. It was also a very clean city. Like I didn't see any rubbish anywhere. Compared to LA, San Francisco looked a lot nicer. Now I know there's probably some areas that are a bit more dodgy than others, but in all, San Francisco was beautiful. Don't get me started on houses. The houses, they had like a Victorian style. They were very pretty. They kind of remind me of houses back in London, in some places in London, which is nice. So overall, San Francisco, from what we saw, it was lovely, and I would go.
Now let's head to Texas. This guy wanted to test if the famous Southern hospitality is actually real. He had only been there for 1 week, but waiting in a simple line completely blew him away. In his hometown, talking to strangers gets you weird looks, but in Texas, it feels like one big family. Check this out.
One thing I've noticed since moving to Texas is people here are so kind and friendly. Like, I'll be out in public, in line, waiting to order, and the person in front of me will just randomly turn around and ask me how my day's going. Like, it's so cool that you can start a conversation effortlessly here, rather than, you know, where I'm from, sometimes it's, you'll talk to a stranger randomly, and they'll turn around and like, kind of look at you like, are you sure you're talking to me? Or okay, I guess you're a stranger talking to me. And here it's like normal. Like you feel that Southern hospitality that they say about Texas for sure here. So I just wanted to point out, people here are so nice, friendly. It's like a big family. Even though you don't know anybody, I don't know anybody yet. I just moved here like a week ago, but I definitely feel already like I'm part of it.
Finally, this Portuguese-Canadian tourist thought his culture was the friendliest until he got stuck in a massive storm in Houston. When things looked bad, a total stranger did something so generous it redefined hospitality for him. Look at what happened.
Hospitality is unreal. I made a video a few days ago going through our Airbnb that we're staying in. My brother and I are here for 10 days to watch the 2 Portugal games being hosted in Houston. And when I posted that video, between all of the love, the welcoming, the comments, the recommendations from that video, and just meeting Houstonians, how nice everyone has been, how welcoming everybody has been, how hospitable everybody has been. We've just felt super welcomed, and we have nothing but amazing things to say about Houston hospitality. And that's coming from a Portuguese Canadian, where on the Portuguese side, we pride ourselves for being super welcoming, and on the Canadian side, we sort of pride ourselves for being nice. Texas takes that to a whole other level. I have nothing but love for Houstonians. Yesterday, my brother and I were stranded in Houston Heights under the rain. We didn't take the rain warning seriously, that's on us. And a stranger picked us up, drove us from Houston Heights to Midtown where we're staying. And it's just, we've never experienced that before. We have nothing but amazing things.
You know what they say about America? Everything is huge. The cars are like spaceships, the burger portions are big enough to feed a village, and the streets look like movie screens. As The Rock would say, finally, you have arrived in the land of giants. But honestly, the biggest thing in America isn't the food or the trucks. It's the hearts of the people. They treat total strangers like long-lost best friends. It's loud, it's large, and it's pure love. No wonder these tourists are completely mind-blown. Check this out.
So this is how you guys live here in
Can I get 2 water cups, please? Can I get 2 water cups, please?
I'm a Brit living in America, and these are the biggest culture shocks that I found living in the US. First things first, the mailboxes. The mailboxes here really are like the movies. They're kind of just outside your house. You don't have a letterbox. And also, people do love an American flag.
Oh my God, wow. Look at those. The craziest things going on. I'm in an American school bus right now, and it looks like some of a movie.
It's amazing how simple kindness can change a tourist's entire worldview. What do you think about these reactions? Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more. See you in the next one. But wait, before you go, I have a quick challenge for you. Did you notice the scene with the British girl driving that massive 25-foot RV in San Francisco? Look closely at that street again. What was the name of the street written on the screen? Drop your answer in the comments if you caught it. If not, go back and check right now. Also, what do you think about these amazing reactions? Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more fun videos. Just a quick note, this video is made strictly for educational and entertainment purposes. All video clips are used under fair use guidelines to share commentary and positive culture stories. See you in the next one.